build-up here in the Bay Area. The moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second down at the 19-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by the former Buckeye, the young rookie QB from Ohio State.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Howard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
brings up second down at the Lions' 18-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll find Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. St. Brown in motion right. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Here's second and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Looking to throw. Howard. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Second and 4. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And shutting him off now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
For a Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 59 yards. And the Lions are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Up the middle, Johnson. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Howard. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Howard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
In motion, the tight end. Goff now looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Quick toss by Goff is complete. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 7. Goff throwing again. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Finds Pickens outright. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Howard operating from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Defended by Kirby Joseph.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 corners in the books here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Jack Fox.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
They go to Johnson again. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right is Gainwell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Howard. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
14.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half as we are about to get underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. It's gone. Wright's got it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got some space here. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Howard. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again up the middle to Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ran up by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the indicator LA yelling.
2nd down, goal to go. To Johnson again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 8 yards out. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 8, a minute 4 on the clock. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Goff sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Goff
line.
now to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
That's another.
And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
One last throw here for Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. This ball intercepted. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, ready to hand that Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.